For nearly a century, the math of professional football was brutally simple. If you wanted to get rich playing the sport, you had to enter the NFL draft. The league was the absolute, undisputed gateway to real money, and that meant the NFL held all the leverage. If a highly touted college star slid down the draft board, they were stuck. They watched millions of dollars evaporate in real time, with zero alternatives to fall back on. But the legal walls that kept college athletes from making money have collapsed. As amateurism rules are shredded in court, college football has transformed into a rival professional market. Boosters are now operating in a free market. The cash flying around college campuses regularly outpaces what a rookie makes in the pros. Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson recently illustrated the mechanics of this disruption. This chart visualizes the gap in earning potential. Simpson stated he could have pulled in $6.5 million to play another year of college ball. Look at the other side of the ledger. The first player taken in the second round of last year's draft signed a contract averaging just $2.1 million a year. The financial incentive has flipped. For an elite athlete, entering the NFL draft can now mean taking a multi-million-dollar pay cut. On draft night, a player who falls out of the first round faces a unique crisis. As the cameras track their slide, the realization sets in that they are losing money with every pick. We've seen high-profile stars like Shedeur Sanders face the prospect of a precipitous slide down the draft board. In that moment, staying in the draft means willingly accepting a fraction of their market worth. A mechanical loophole allows these players to exit the draft process midway through, provided they act with extreme speed. This timeline shows the narrow opening available to a sliding prospect. Between the end of round 1 and the start of day 2, there is an 18-hour window to reconsider the entire business decision of going pro. The path back to school is clearing. Last year, the NCAA granted James Nagy 4 years of eligibility, even after he was selected in the first round of the NBA draft. This established that being drafted no longer automatically ends a player's college career. But the player cannot simply change their mind and re-enroll. They must navigate a legal minefield. If a player hesitates, an NFL team can squat on them, using a late-round pick to secure their rights, even if they return to campus. This permanently binds the player to that team, legally forcing them into a lower-tier pay scale years later. To prevent this, a player must adopt an aggressive strategy to make themselves undraftable before the second round begins. Escaping the draft is a hostile maneuver. It is a race to prevent a professional franchise from claiming legal ownership of your future. The execution requires a loud, undeniable public declaration. The player must state they are exiting the process and will refuse to play for any team that selects them. This declaration poisons the well. NFL front offices are risk-averse. They will not waste a valuable draft pick on a player who is guaranteed they won't show up to training camp. This public stance severs the NFL's leverage, instantly allowing the athlete to return to the lucrative college bidding war. These maneuvers are shifting the permanent power dynamics of sports entertainment. We have reached a point where elite players with massive college valuations are already sliding down draft boards. A superstar executing this exit strategy is an inevitability. Without federal intervention, elite athletes will continue to dictate their own value through unchecked mobility. The greatest drama of the NFL draft is no longer about who will be picked. It is about who finally has the power to reject the league.